Oh. Hello, hello, hello. Does that work? Oh. Oh, that's weird. It displays the opposite symbol of what's actually active. Okay, it's working now. Oh, golly, I feel embarrassed. Yeah, no, get this. So when it's not muted, it shows the symbol for mute. And I think on almost any other operating system I've used, you're like, oh, it's muted. And like it showed unmute symbol for going to make it unmute. I'm like, okay, thanks, Sony. Hold on a sec here. I am just going to see if the headset's actually...
You can cut out background noise. Is that working now? Yes, this is a casual stream, folks. I am, whatever. Yeah, I was talking at it for a while without realizing no one was listening. Okay, cool. Well, blah-diddy-blah. Hey, anybody watching or watching in the future, this suddenly, actual chat audio in here now, or I guess me talking to myself. It's my friend Lewis in the chat there, and, I'm more or less doing this for fun right now, although I've recently had some amateur radio gig work, unpaid, as I'm a bit of an artist and I'm trying to develop myself as a media maker. Anyway, I'm kind of just doing this for fun and kind of being the hang of speaking into a mic and stuff like that. Oh, it just opened, good. You opened the Iron Gate. So yeah, this is Final Fantasy II. That's a lot like... It's directed by the director of the Saga series that did Saga Frontier and Final Fantasy Legend 1 through 3 on Game Boy, which were actually Saga 1 through 3, and it's weird, they swapped directors for two games. So Final Fantasy 2 has a Saga director, and Saga 3 had the Final Fantasy director. Anyway, yeah, so it's got this weird stat system. There's no XP. It's kind of like Skyrim. You do things in the stat builds. And there's no classes, but each of these characters has their own proclivities. And, weapons and magic skills, so... And it's also one of the earliest open world games. Oh, you got that? Yeah, I actually got that to have my friend play it. That's like one of my childhood favorites. So yeah, this is the game that had the first Star Wars graft of plot. And this Dreadnought I'm on is, look, it's basically Leia there. It's a little tiny, like, fantasy era open world, and this evil empire develops a Dreadnought. They just bomb the crap out of the resistance, you know. Now I'm here to rescue... Oh, looks like the Queen. I was noting that I couldn't remember what the heck the plot was, because there's almost no dialogue. I was like, who am I rescuing? Yeah, it's also the first game that had actual characters and not just stock, generic class characters. I kind of like how pared down it is, though. Like, if you're really just into playing some turn-based character building, stat building game. Okay, so is this... Hey, it's Sid. Yeah, he's in every game, pretty much. He was in the first one, too, I think. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's real pared down dialogue, but it's not bad. It really isn't. And this is one I never got to play through as a kid because it was originally only on Famicom. And this is basically the PS1 remake, reskinned. A little smoother. I never finished it back in the day because it's really easy to break this game. It is way, way, way too easy to overlevel your characters if you're an experienced turn-based player. So I have to hold back a lot, and that's why I'm just plowing through these guys. And I really didn't overlevel too much. But I'm pretty sure the difficulty level's about to spike, so I think this is probably the point where it happens. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the spell level and weapon level increase are tied to your stats, so you can only level them so much until you increase the stat associated. And you fight harder stuff and it does it more, but there's just no traditional XP. Like, this game is so much hidden math. It's actually really well balanced if you avoid the breaking it. But I have to be disciplined about it. Like, all that money I finally earned is burning a hole in my pocket because I can go buy actually, like, enchanted, really high level gear, and I just have avoided it. Yeah, I grew up with this stuff. My first turn base was 1989, Dragon Warrior, and of course that's Dragon Quest. They sure love to rename games for us, but there wasn't a huge market on console players. I mean, you've all heard that at this point. But I was such a nerd about it. I got it for my birthday, and it took me almost a year to clear, but it taught me the ropes. And then I played Final Fantasy 1 the next year. Those were some of the best birthday presents back in the day. And then it turned out for once, you know, I was like ahead of the curve on popular stuff. Because, you know, I wasn't one of the more popular games on Skull. Back in the day when they really did pick on nerds, like, which was ironic because everybody was playing video games. They're like, oh my god, you're playing some Dungeons and Dragons crap? I'm like, yeah, okay. I do math. That would have got you hit. I learned to more just avoid saying anything. But yeah, no, when I tried this back when they made it on PS1, I got really far in and I just built my characters all wrong, and I over-leveled so much that it looked like it was going to be like 10 hours of boring play. I just kind of lost track. Yeah, you can change those batteries pretty easy. There's like great tutorials. There's plenty of them. It's not that hard. There's like even a method where you just use electrical tape and you don't have to do any soldering. I mean, it's gonna be more sturdy if you soldered it and did it well, but yeah, you just tape them in. I was like surprised. I was like, really? Okay. I never got around. I still need to learn to solder. That's still on my like things to do list. So where the heck? It's gotta be that. I bet that gate upstairs opens. Like, how do I find the engine room? I like that they added a little map in the top right, but I've noticed in dungeons they make sure not to show you the whole map at the same time so that it's not too easy to just know where you're going. It's not killing me to grind. Man, that sword is... I need a better sword. Yeah, see, I'm about to get to the point where you get real gear. And I have some, but I didn't want to be too strong. Yeah, I tried walking into the walls downstairs, like maybe there's a hidden passage. Because I think there's a little bit of that in this one. Wait, I think you can go down this way too? Maybe I just didn't. Maybe I thought I did and I didn't. Yeah, I was grinding around the first floor like a week ago, so I might have just misremembered what I'd done. Chances are you had to rescue the queen before you could do this, though. Oh, yeah. I was gonna finish swapping your gear. Before I realized I had technical difficulties. Alright. So yeah, I'm expecting a boss, so I'm trying to make sure they have optimal gear for handling a long fight. They may seem weak, but the high chance to hit and the low magic interference, see... I actually come to like that magic interference system because it gives you any reason to use weapons that don't hit harder. Yeah, he's gotten really good with that. I'm looking forward to enchanted knives. Like, this game has got to have a poison knife in it. Yeah, this has got to be the place. Yeah, you can tell I haven't actually played this. Is funny for me because any old Final Fantasy, I probably know it top to bottom. This was the only one that was left. I'm kind of glad I saved it in a way because I appreciate it more. The math is a lot more subtle for building your characters than you might think. Like, it kind of does a better job than a lot of games that are more recent. Once you know what you're doing. Yeah, that character's evasion just classed up like a category. Alright. I wonder if I can even get down there. Probably not. I think I just did that to look cool. Oh, it's venom. That's a temporary poison. Yeah, so there's like a status clear spell for both. One for temporaries. Nope, that's the permanent one then. So wait, is venom green? That must be that's poison then. See, I'm still figuring this out. There's two sets of status effects. Wait, are these harder? Oh, I'm surprised I haven't knocked them down yet. Oh, they have high fizz defense, seems like. Fire cuts through. Donk. Yeah, I'm usually spending my time grinding, farming up their magic skills more, so it's good to see their fizz stats catching up a bit. I always trend towards being magician type stuff in RPGs, but I always like to have it with a little hint of rogue in it to have high dodge and whatnot. Formula that works in almost every game I've played. But it takes some skill, because it often means that your HP is low or something like that. And like here, I'm kind of mid to low armor. Not a problem right now, that's for sure. But yeah, they're physically pretty tough, but the spells really are what rips crap apart. I'm also just kind of saving my MP right now. Because this is one of those games where you pay at the end per missing HP and MP, so it's like something to manage. And the spells always cost the level they're at, which is easy to remember. Alright, that was a temporary paralysis. Right? Yeah, cleared. No, that looks like that's just dudes walking around in the background. That's cool. You know what? I'm gonna be safe with this one. There. It's the one spell I've seen this working good. It's the, does damage to their MP. Oh wait, that's right. I was gonna start building... Let's do this differently. I'm trying to get these spells that suck that I just added on. Alright, that'll kill their MP so they can't explode at me. And then I want to... There we go. Level 1 spells end up being easy to build, but they, you know, don't do much. Oh, hey. That's pretty funny. Oh, that was cute. I hope that was amusing. It sure amused me. Damn, they still have enough MP. That guy doesn't. Oop-de-doo. Don't explode at me. Yeah, you can see when you're trying to level your spells, it lengthens these battles ridiculously. Sap is the one I'm actually using for the battle purpose, because I don't want them to explode. There we go. And I can just slap them around. Yeah, this is the only game where I've seen a spell that just damages MP really matter. And it's actually pretty good. Get him, Gordon. I'd like to imagine he's the Gordon on the fish sticks box. Just like in ancient times. Maybe the Gordon Fisherman is like immortal. You know? He's one of the heroes of light. I miss fish sticks. I have a gluten allergy. It's so hard to find fish sticks with gluten-free breadcrumbs on them. You know, I'm just gonna have to actually go make them. I'm fed up. I haven't had a fish stick in over 10 years. The things you wouldn't expect to miss, you know? I mean, fish sticks are good. It's just, it's like, oh, I mean, it's not the best thing, and then, like, you haven't had it for a decade, and you're like, God damn, I want a fish stick. This is some, excellent content, folks. Can you tell them on the radio? Oh, you're talking about fish sticks playing Final Fantasy. What has media become? Does anyone remember that, live-action meme with Mario and Luigi? Where Luigi's just like, I have a question for God. Why? And there's like a question mark block stuck in a tree just out of reach of the cosplayers. Ridiculous. It's like 6 seconds. It always just stuck with me as one of the funnier things I've seen. That's how I feel about the state of the world. I refer to that joke in the house a lot, actually. That's why I've practiced the Luigi voice for... Like, I've always been good at that, but I've been practicing because I maybe want to... I don't know. It's not like it's copyright. Anybody can meme. You just gotta try to make it your own or it gets boring, right? Cut him up. There we go. Undead and vermin will be treated alike in this... Like, not a Death Star. Yeehaw, getting that HP. You know, I bet you're all wondering what this guy looks like. I'll fight one just so. Rebel Curs! They're always the same. And it doesn't even take him off the map when you kill him. You can just... I mean, that's actually convenient if you just want to farm him. I was doing it for hours. That's how I got the Toad spell. He wouldn't give it up forever. It was so annoying. It took days. Just because I wanted it. Yeah, no, you actually do want to bother to... Nope, wait. Ah. So Berserk is actually just attack up in this game. Different from the rest of the series. So yeah, it's attack, magic defense, regular defense, and evasion. I like how they set it up so it's like the set of 4 for the 4 characters. And it seems like, yeah, the efficacy levels with how much you XP it. Boop-a-doo. Alright, I don't really want to waste much time with them, so I'm just going to beat him up. Yeah, these are the 2 with the level 1 spells. He really can't even hurt me too bad at this point that I'm at. Although there were some cases early game where you'd run into a guy like this and it would just decimate your party. You had to learn to not go there. I think they were still working out how to make an open world flow smoothly. Get that spell up. Oh! Yeah, it's paralyzed. So it's temporarily can't move. Yeah, let's keep doing it. Chop. That should do it. Yeah, you could see he was a mini-boss at one point. Nice. That's stone levels. Dope. Yeehaw. And yeah, theories, you could just keep fighting them over and over again and get nowhere and get too strong and ruin the game. So if anyone's ever playing this, make sure you don't do stuff like that too much. You kind of have to cut yourself off grinding. Because You know, I'm not gonna lie, 90% of this game is grinding. So if you're not into that, don't play it. But if you're into that, it's got a lot of subtlety to the system. I'm basically trying to build every character and everything evenly, which I feel like makes a stronger character long term, but it takes a little more work, and you also have to curate by not giving everyone too many spells. And carefully pick out who gets what. So something down there. Yeah, I know, but this game is about grinding. The story is just there to exist. And it was breakthrough for its time in adapting Star Wars into the fantasy setting, but this is a game about grinding, and it's not even about boss fights, really. Bosses are few and far between, and it's basically a skill check to see if you were good at grinding. I have to admit, it's one of the drier, more nerdy ones, but it's probably more fun to watch me playing it because I'm that kind of a numbers nerd. Oh wait, no. Don't explode at me. You know, it's like, we can go to couples therapy. It's not just for people dating. Bomb and mine or whatever. Let's do one of those. Curse has a low chance to hit, but it drops their attack and defense. I'm trying to figure out if it drops magic attack and magic defense as well, but online information is semi-sparse. This game really just has its own unique little, like, proto-system that no other RPG quite copied, even the other Final Fantasies and sagas. Okay, one more to do. Get him. Oh, my fourth character breached 4-digit HP. Finally. Oh. Yeah, I think this game is so new with some of the stuff that Toad, I don't even think Toad can cure your Toad condition. It just causes it. I was like, oh cool, it's also the cure, and I'm like, oh, no it's not. Okay. Oh, that sound. Cool flaming arrow sound for such early sound effects. Yeah, it's a frog. Do they just auto-flee? I wonder if it's literally just a spell that makes them run away because they're a frog. Interestingly enough, I think they'll take their loot with them when they run, but you still get the XP for smacking them around. Like, any action you took still counts. If I could do a better Roberto from Futurama, like every time I see him pull the dagger, I'm like, forgive me, this is bad. I will cut you, I'm crazy robot! Sorry, I gotta work on that one. It's been a while since I've done him. Trying to get back in a... Well, I would actually really like to voice my own animations eventually, so I'm the kind of person that will practice a cartoon character. I love Roberto. It always comes back to the knife and the fact that he's crazy. One of the best side characters in anything, in my opinion. Alright, so... I don't think they're going to jump scare me with an encounter in this game. Pretty sure the original of this is 1988, so yeah, it's... Man, these dungeons, though, are... If you ever play this, there are no save points inside a building, so these dungeons... You gotta kind of schedule a block to sit down. And I could teleport out of here, but then you'd have to start over. So you could, you know, if you end up having to stop, you can save your progress, but you're gonna have to start it over at the beginning. No, these don't need that. Toad it up, yo. Yeah, when I'm alone, you end up doing that a lot. Although, you know, I have to admit, this game's music's great, but lately I'll just turn the volume all the way down when I'm playing alone and put on my own music. Because, I mean, it gets stuck in your head just fine. You can kind of still hear it. And I have to say, I think the new arrangement and the old arrangement are both really good for all of it. Honestly, probably one of the better NES soundtracks, although it only has maybe 10 songs. That's what gets old. You gotta be really loving it. And I do, but only in doses. It's my favorite weapon right now, just for the cool animation and sound. Satisfying. Yeah, you can block enemies fleeing if you have a... It might be your agility stat, probably. Like I said, the internet doesn't even know. That's my suspicion, is the agility stat would be the one to block them from leaving. It's part of why I just build everything I can, because I'm not completely sure what everything does, and I'm like, well, just be good at it. Yeah, so like, intellect is black magic attack, and spirit's white. You know, look what the differences are here from other Final Fantasy. Strength is physical attack, obviously, and then white magic, black magic. I think it's HP and affects physical defense, and might affects magic defense stamina. Agility seems to be turn order, and things like blocking things running or running away. And it seems to, as your agility goes up, your evasion will go up faster with it. And then each weapon has a sub-stat that stacks its evasion on. That gets ridiculous. But if you just build it, it happens. Magic affects your MP, and I think interacts with intellect and spirit. So you can see how this is the Saga system more. And like stats will like cross-interact. From what I know of Saga games, a lot of moves will use like 3 stats and stuff. But it seems a little more simple here. And then with the accuracy, evasion, and magic defense, there's like a multiplier. And on the accuracy and the evasion, it relates to what weapon you have and what skill it's on. And it's thick. You want the numbers to go up though, that's the basic. But I think every time the multiplier goes up, it gets like a category stronger. So it's a simple looking system that gets very subtle. I got to fight my way in, or... No, you can't clear them out of your way, so it's obviously one of those find the right path things. There we go. Hey, it's that game that's controversial right now. Lol. Haha, topical humor, I'm streaming. I'm sorry, Cool drawing, though. Yoshitaka Amano's illustrations were some of my earliest inspirations as a drawer. Which I kind of need to get back into. Kind of learning how to cope with arthritis and keep carpal tunnel from setting in, though. So, I think I might be getting into drawing digitally more on a tablet. It's easier on the hands. My skills are more traditional. And like, I could draw a really nice picture, but I think I might cripple my hands, and that's something you gotta think about. Never got as far with it as I wanted, though, so it's kind of unfinished business. I used to make duplications of the, FF6's instruction manual on SNES had a bunch of his drawings in it, and I was told that I might consider a career in tattoo because my duplications are, like, perfect. And I was doing it because I just wanted to feel like I could do it and maybe learn the skill, and I did a bit that way. Not everyone can work that way. Because then they'll say, like, well, you're just going to duplicate. And I'm like, no, I just wanted to see how they move their hand and stuff. And I never felt like, oh, you know, like, it's a completed piece of art by me as much as it was an exercise. But, yeah, I gotta learn to use a drawing tablet now, because pencils will ruin my hands. Get 'em. Man, I am gonna have so much money for that high-level gear town once I get there. I mean, I could go there now, but I'm trying not to break the game. I think the point they want you to go is after I beat this. Boom, boom. So yeah, each weapon, too, encourages different stats to build. Like, I think the daggers will raise your agility pretty high. And there's, like, overlap between them, so there's no clear best weapon type. I like that. That's not easy to balance. They actually did. I forget. No, this game doesn't have accessories. Dodge capes. Dodge capes are something I really enjoy in these games. Oh wait, am I? No, I don't think. I'm like, does this game have accessories? I'm like currently playing it. No, you have arms which kind of hold that spot, and there's enchanted gear that'll do this or that. Yeah, the arms feel like other games mix the arms and relic slot together, but, you know, obviously this came first. I think just enchanted gloves became more of a thing in this. Oh, good, there's level 3. Let's probably stop leveling it for now. 3 is like bare minimum competence for a lot of spells. You gotta pay your dues and get it up a couple levels before you can expect it to be actually useful at all. I just don't want to blow through all my MP before I get to whatever the boss is. It'd be funny if they could make a zombie toad. I know they're immune. I also am wondering if the toads come out different colors depending on what you changed. Or if they added that later. Probably later, but... memory space was so small, I can't imagine they wanted to have multiple of the same animation for, well... Oh no, that's right! The animations for the other spells go up every so many levels, so maybe it does. It'll be a bigger toad or something, I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's a chest over here. I don't see it on that tiny map. That's slightly cheating, I just don't want to deal with going over there. No, there's no chest up there. No, I fought all these. Not worried. That wizard character, though, I think drops some spells that nothing else does, though. You have to learn how to really target the enemies for the things you want. Whoosh. Yeah, there we go. Man, those things are tanky. I think it's really too Mythical Sword is kind of getting behind the times for where I'm at. Oh, I know why that's not... I feel really silly. I can see exactly why things aren't working the way I think they should. Oops. I neglected one little piece of setup. There, now he's gonna start doing damage. I was like, what's going on there? Choo choo choo, choo choo. Yeah, everything's got laser sounds. There, it spells up. Okay. Freaky spell tomes. I mean, you end up starting to sell a lot of those. Yeah, let's, heh, there. Oh, that's how it is? Okay. Of course. I mean, they're gonna make you use every single part of the map they bothered to program, and they didn't have any space to waste. So I'm gonna have to go all the way around everything. Not surprising. I don't know why I expected anything else. Wait, are these mines? No, I can kill these. These are the tough ones, though. Yeah. I'll just buff up a little. And go faster that way. I really do like the animations in this, and I wonder how close they are to the Famicom version. I should look at the comparison video myself. Yeah. I'll just be doing that at the same time. I don't even think if they explode they're going to do that much to me, but I just don't want them to. Oh, these aren't even the toughest ones. I get them confused because they just have different names and colors. More than the other enemy types for whatever reason. And it's the most important because they have different resistances, unlike like every goblin and every undead and stuff seems to have the same resistances, but the mines and whatnot break that rule. Just to be a giant pain in the butt. Increase the chance you'll make them explode on you, I think. It's good design, but it's annoying. And I'm just like, which one is which? That's why I've taken to just training their MP so they won't explode. Alright, I'll try to have a balanced approach to this. You know what? I bet you all want to see what I can do with actual damage. Huron. Oh, that's right, I'm still building Scourge. So this game has fire, lightning, and ice, and then poison ended up being a fourth element, which isn't present in the first game. I don't think anything is ever weak against it, but things can be strong against it, but then it's the whole tag things with DOT thing, so... But interestingly enough, that attack spell can cause the two different poison statuses, and I think it can layer it, so that's part of why the damage is so low, is that potentially is ridiculous. I just want to make sure everything's above level 2. There we go. Nice. And it's gotta be getting to the end of this dungeon. Yep, they're gonna be going all the way around. I've seen this sort of thing before. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna brush through at this point. Because, once the, when I'm not streaming and I'm not trying to get through a dungeon and I don't want it to take too long with no saves in it, I'll grind later, more. I mean, it's pretty obvious I'm strong enough for this place. Alright, and yep, down here. Now I see why they had those guys not disappear when you beat them, because they wanted to do this. I am still not sure what fear does, but it seems to make them miss more. Might be an accuracy drop. It does something. I can tell it helps. It doesn't seem to make them run away, though. Oddly enough, I think that's what Toad does. Alright, that'll cut down on incoming. I didn't know that thing could... No, it was the magician that did it. I was like, I didn't know the cat could do that. Ouchies. Oh, good, I got another one of those. Those are hard to get. I don't even think you can run into him. You have to talk to him. Die, my beautiful little ratties. I don't know. I'm actually quite an animal lover, so I'm a sensitive person. But I don't let this get to me. I'm just being silly. Oh, cool engine room. I just want to look at that animation up there. Let's walk over there for a sec. I need to look at these things. Look at that. There we go. It takes a very long time to build these buff spells. Yeah, it just does. You can't imagine how much actual grinding it's got in it to get him level 6. I can't imagine what it's going to take to get level 16 with that. Finish this thing in a year, I bet. Because, I mean, I'm not playing it all the time. But it's a long game. See that? Oh, scroll up. That's a nice bit animation right there. See that? I like it. Cool. Oh, this is the goal. There's no way there's not going to be a boss. I'm going to be mildly disappointed, but this is an older game, so it might happen. If there's not a boss. Oh, I can heal the party and level at the same time. Perfect. You filled? Yep. Alright. Is that a random encounter? Of course. Lol. Eh. Ooh, golly. Yeah, I think Scourge has to get pretty high level before it actually starts tagging with poison much. I figure I have a feeling it's going to be like ridiculously strong if you bother to build it. You know, I got the 411 from Gil. See up there? Ha. I'll see myself to hell. Yeah, puns are the worst, huh? The worst thing is I've gotten older and they just start to, like, kind of happen. It's awful. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so... Cool. I see the Dreadnought's engine. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the story being so spare can be... Let's ask it some stuff, guys. Do you know anything? Fire in the middle of an engine core? Why don't you know anything? Will you teach me things? Yeah, that's how I always hear talking to people. Yeah, here we go. Toss it in. I'll toss a canoe in. So I had to go through hell to get this item. It was like a 4-hour dungeon. Yep. That's the old torpedo in the Death Star adaptation right there. Except they had to actually go into it, which is much more of a fantasy story. Man, my insurance company is not covering this. See, I could write the dialogue for a remake. Alright then. Man, so many games use this kind of sequence. But I mean, they're cool, right? Oh, so oh my god, I'm gonna be upset if I can't get the other ship. The other, chest from the earlier part. Probably mean that I have to play a second time to get all the chests. But whatever. I'm not doing this twice in the same run. I think there's a chance that this thing blows up and then you go back into it later, like you just wreck it. I certainly don't know, and no, we didn't have a boss, did we? I think it just grounded it. Man, I hope not, because then I missed the chest. Yep, it's gone. I have to do it next time. Oh, you know what, actually? Man, that's annoying. I'd have to go back to an old save, do the beginning of the dungeon, and then go grab it, and it would... Nah, that's just cheating. Because that would just get me the PSN trophy. I'd have to completely redo the dungeon to get the entire... to even get it into my game. It's not worth it. Well, a little bit of a spoiler, guys. If you ever do that one, get all the chests before you blow it to hell. Unless I misremembered something about being able to go back. It's no big deal. Oh yeah. So, dungeon's over. I'll save here. And I think I'm going to get off in a sec, but I may as well complete the story here. So this is, yep, first town you come to, and they blew the crap out of it. So we blew the crap out of them. So then I believe I could talk to the queen up here. People probably say new things finally. Oh, that's right, it's a princess. The queen died a long time ago or something. Oh, we're not really saying much of anything, are they? Yeah, that's the guy that was always saying he doubts you. He's kind of a jerk. And he's like, oh, I always believed in you. Speedrun story, right? So... King's dying. Oh, were there two guys that were heckling me? Just so you can all see it quick, this is the first game there was the tutorial mages in. They're actually pretty helpful considering this game system's a little odd. So, I believe this is the king's bedroom. Yes, that Minwu guy on the right there had been in your party yet early on. Mostly he's a white mage. And I think Gordon was a prince. Oh yeah, this is the game they introduced Ultima. There's a quest to get Ultima. And I believe it's a white magic spell in this game, which is really strange. But it's like non-elemental attack or something. And then he dies right in front of you. Such unrealistic timing, but it always worked for these old games. Decent synth violin. So I'm like, great, Gordon ditches. I put so much effort into building him up, but I think, yeah, you just have a number of characters that swap in and out. It's all good, whatever. That's how this game is. So you always have those three, though. So you kind of have to consider them the core of your party. Why is she? Oh, she's just happy to be free? Dude, your dad just died. What the heck? Am I wrong? What's up with this? Okay. Okay, game. I guess she lost her mind. Or either that or she was possessed or something. I can't remember. So, what? No, I don't even have a plot? Where... Did anyone... I gotta find Ultima. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. Silly me. I think they want me to team up with Minu again. So I vaguely remember maybe playing through this a long time ago. Ah, here it is. Gotta get the new word. The other new word. It's a deist. I think I've been there. Yeah, I think if that's the only chest I miss in my first run, that was in the Dreadnought there. For my second run, I'm just going to do a speed run and over level and just get to the chest. It's probably something pretty good, but I doubt it's essential. I don't want to spoil and look it up. I like to play these old games. If there's ever one of these old games where I've never played it, I try to do it blind because I'm never going to get that chance again with this stuff. Okay, are you still crazy? Yeah, you've lost your freaking mind. That's... Well, you know, in a world where when you die, your corpse just kind of, like, flickers out and vanishes, maybe it's kind of hard to keep your head on straight. Oh, and yeah, that's right. They're saying sail south, but it's actually on the north end of the map because this tiny open world has screen wrap, like asteroids. It's really weird. And it's not even that big of a map. I just swear, like, they've somehow managed to cram a lot of content in this tiny map. Like, I think I can change its size on the mini-map there, which is pretty cool. And then in here, was it on the bestiary had a map? Yeah, because then it shows you. So see, they're telling me to go south, but it's on the upper part of the square. It at first is a little hard to deal with this. I can't believe they didn't have a boss in there, really. Now that now that I really reflect on it, that was supposed to be like this big event. I mean, it just killed the general. That looked like he was going to be such a hard fight. Oh, he probably got away. You know how that works. Alright, well, let's see, is anybody still watching? Cool. Oh, it's earlier than I thought it was. Is there anybody in the chat? I'm trying to decide whether I want to stop this right now, or... How fast could I get to that town? It would take a minute. Yeah, that was a block for me, but I'm like, should I stream something else? What do I have going on? Let me futz around in my head for a minute and figure out whether I'm just completely done or not. Go to the store. I don't think I used any items up. Yeah, I have to get to that, like, magical meat. Yeah, that's Mysidia. It's that's in Final Fantasy IV. That was the City of Mages. Well, it's in this one, so I guess it's the same world. But it's like the continents must have shifted a bunch. And the main feature there is that they have... Oh no, there's a dungeon there later, that's right. But they have the best stores that I found on the map. With the enchanted gear and the best spells. Man, I don't think I want to spend everything on one elixir. I doubt I want to sell anything right now. Wait a sec. No, this... Wait, do I need other things? Yeah, see, sometimes there's reason to keep crappier old gear, because, like, the leather gear doesn't interfere with magic much. And the first set of weapons all have extremely high accuracy just to give them anything worthy of hanging onto them. Probably have too much of this stuff. I'll sell one. See, I just do not know how many fourth slot characters there's going to be in this game, so I'm kind of, like, trying to be careful to not sell these all off. I might need them later. Plus, it's a lot easier to grind money than it is to grind the books, so I'm sure to be careful with that. Yeah, I don't need anything here. And this is the town where you first get mithril gear, but I gotta class up. I don't think they have anything for me I want. I never got that, huh? What was the interference on normal silver? 30? Wait, am I reading that right? No, it's 1. That's why I kept him on silver gear, because it's magic interference plus 1. I've got gold armor, but it just goes so high, I don't even want it. And then what, you're just gonna have mithril swords and stuff. They don't even have all of the mithril weapons here. Can't get axes. Oh. Wait, maybe this guy... No, I don't think he's ever going to do anything in the game except be there and hammer over and over again now. I got all the spells I need. Yeah. What's this house? Oh, that's right. There's these temples, right? They don't do anything. It hasn't even been mentioned yet. I think it has to do with the Mysidia dungeon, though. It's like the goddess of magic or something. Alright, yeah, so, I feel like I'm gonna wrap it up. I haven't streamed like this in a long time, and some of you might have heard me say I'm doing some amateur radio work. valleyfreeradio.org if you ever want to look it up. I haven't been on some months, but there's a Darkwave show that's on Thursday nights, and I was co-hosting for on and off for a good chunk of the last year, so I've gotten a little more comfortable with this, and I'm kind of just doing this for fun and just to kind of get back into the practice, and I don't want to be a professional game streamer. So if anybody wants to see me do this again, I'll be doing it casually. But I'm thinking it's dinner time for me. So thanks for viewing, everyone. And guess I just go back to my home menu and quit the stream, or you know what? I'm actually going to see if there's a more proper way to do it. I found the button. Alright, thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good night. Day, whenever anybody sees this, once it's been recorded. Have a good life.